copter. It's a small model helicopter. In a way, it's a toy, no? And so this one was military technology a few years ago. And now it's open source, easy to use. You can buy it online. DIY Drones is the community. They do this thing called Arducopter. But then somebody actually launched this startup called Matternet, where they figured out that you could use these to actually transport things from one village to another in Africa. And the fact that this was easy to find, open source, easy to hack, enabled them to prototype their company really quickly. Or other projects.
I'm getting a little sick of hearing about the same people on TV over and over and over again, so I decided to do something about it. This Arduino project, which I called the Enough Already, will mute the TV anytime any of these overexposed personalities is mentioned. I'll show you how I made it.
Check this out.
Our producers caught up with Kim Kardashian earlier today to find out what she was planning on wearing to her. It should do a pretty good job of protecting our ears from having to hear about the details of Kim Kardashian's wedding.
Okay, so, again, what is interesting here is that Matt found this module that lets Arduino process TV signals. He found some code written by somebody else that generates infrared signals for the TV, put it together and created this great project. It's also used, Arduino is also used in serious places, like the Large Hadron Collider. There's some Arduino boards collecting data and sort of measure some parameters. Or it's used for So this is a musical interface built by a student from Italy, and he's now turning this into a product because it was a student project becoming a product. Or it can be used to make assistive device. This is a glove that understands the sign language and transforms the gestures that you make into sounds and writes the words that you're signing on a display. And again, this is made of all different parts you can find on all the websites that sell Arduino compatible parts, and you assemble it into a project. Or this is a project from the ITP part of NYU where they met with this boy with severe disability, cannot play with the PS3, so they built this device that allows the kids to play baseball, although he has limited movement capability. Or you can find it in arts projects. So this is the TXT bomber. So you put a message into this device, and then you roll it on the wall, and it basically has all these solenoids pressing the buttons on spray cans. So you just pull it over a wall, and it just writes on the wall all the political messages. So then we have this plant here. This is called botanicals, because there's an Arduino board with a Wi-Fi module in the plant, and it's measuring the well-being of the plant, and it's creating a Twitter account where you can actually interact with the plant. So, this plant will start to say, this is really hot, or like, there's a lot of, that